Yeah, no, I understand, man. We're not saying change your mind. So what we are trying to say is that you made your
I'm never gonna change my mind.
Exactly, which is a good thing, and then what we're trying to say is that no, can I just finish?
Yeah.
What we are trying to say is that you made the wrong decision from the day you chose that team. So now it's too late to change, and we're not gonna judge you for that. But you just have to admit that you made the wrong decision.
Late or not late, I'm never going to change. Late or not late, my dear, I'm telling you. This that's my heart.
No, I get your point.
Let's do this.
Masanda, one we are happy. Number 10 loaded.
So
number 10 loaded.
It's like this. It's like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you, Lady Q. For obvious reasons, look, you guys obviously, the emotions are probably, you guys are sad, angry, and I'm not going to name all of them, but obviously it's not you guys are not feeling good at the moment. So let me allow you to, the season itself, the game today, what is it that you want to say as a chief?
You know what?
Supporters and
let me just say this: as much as supporters wanted this, as much as we wanted this with our hearts, I think the players were not in the same page as us. Looking at the way that they were playing, we should have got so many shot at goals and shot at targets to show that these people really, really want this. They played, but like the whole season, I love Kaizer Chiefs, Ivan, with all my heart. I grew up supporting Chiefs. But on honesty, the whole season, whatever points that we had, it was a lucky point. Looking at, I don't know if we don't have players or we have a problem with the coach. I'm actually not sure. Okay, look at today's game. I think the players were supposed to show enthusiasm as well, as they should show that we want to do this. Instead, Baraka were the ones that were showing that we don't want to be relegated. They were shooting as much as they could. They were attacking as much as they could. Compared to us, we were not there. We were so not there.
And
that's what I could say about today's game.
I can also say that look, obviously as people we're different, and as much as we are celebrating at us winning, but it's kind of sad as well. Middendorp has been on top for more than a year, only to lose it on the last day. Obviously that is really painful,
Imagine, Ivan, we were leading Sundowns with 7 points. Like, what was wrong with us to continue with that lead? Do you get what I'm saying? What was wrong with us to continue with that lead even before the COVID? After the COVID, what changed? What is
Can I answer that question?
Mm-hmm. Nothing changed. We had the same players, we had the same coach. What changed for us not to continue with the lead that we had?
So I think what really killed Kaizer Chiefs is that they wanted to continue using the same way of winning games.
Brown envelopes.
Yes. No. Let's put them that side.
Sedi we happy. What's not happy?
So Kaizer Chiefs wanted to rely on long balls for 365 days. It's not possible. As a team, you must have plan A, plan B, plan C. Because you know that if plan A is not working, you have a so-called failover. You can switch to plan B and try something. But Kaizer Chiefs doesn't have that plan.
Doesn't have a plan B.
Yeah, it's like long ball. Let's see how it goes.
Our plan B is to substitute and put Zuma. That's his plan B. Other than that, he has nothing.
Did he come in as a sub today?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
He has nothing. He doesn't have a plan B. We can't even talk about plan C because he has no plan B. If it's not working, we substitute, we put Zuma in. That's how it is, and that's how it has always been.
So, okay, look, Sedi, I'm Phasudi, I'll come to you, man. Sedi, you said in your video, you were clear. You said Sundowns is winning. You don't care about round envelope. You don't care about the pitch. What you know is that Sundowns is winning the league. You said it. Today,
I don't lie. I don't lie.
Wow, Sedi,
I mean, I even tweeted at midnight or sometime what the final scores are going to be. One of the chief supporters was busy staring at me in my comments. Today they're quiet, but you know what? To be honest, Chiefs gave us a run for our money because there was a point in time when we all thought, it's gone. I think the one thing we didn't want to do was give Chiefs a guard of honor, and thank God we didn't.
Yeah.
But no, look, I'm happy we won La Decima. Even my face tekat a bit. There were days where I was just asking myself, do these guys even want to win the league at all? But they did. And I mean, we have been talking trash about Lebohang Mabwe this entire season. And today he silenced us all.
he did.
Last
Yeah,
season
definitely.
it was Pagamani Mashambi. We complained about him the whole season and he won it for us. Tonight, this time it was Lebohang Mabwe and same, the boy deserved it. He played well. Though I did not watch the whole game because my nerves were just, they were bad. They were very, very bad. But I'm just happy we won the league. And hopefully now Chiefs will take off seriously for this upcoming season. I hope they can see the seriousness of what being in the Champions League is like, and it will help the players as well in terms of getting selected for the national teams and so on and so forth, braving those conditions. I think that worked out a lot for us. That heavy schedule that we've had for the past 7 years has been our saving grace leading up to this final game. Experience is what won us the league. That's it. It was experience. But I'm so happy.
So, okay, look, Thabiso is here with us. I'll say this, guys. In the compilation that we did from the videos that we got from everybody sending in about the predictions, the permutations, and all those things, and I then said in the end that it's understandable Sundowns fans have the hope of saying they're going to win the league, and similarly the Chiefs supporters were also saying that they're going to win the league as well. But what was clear is that if we really look at the situation deep down, we knew that it was uncertain for anyone, where Sundowns has to score about 5 goals or so. But essentially, even on the Kaizer Chiefs side, they need to guarantee themselves a win to make sure that they make it difficult for Sundowns. And they're playing against teams that are essentially fighting not to go into the playoffs. So it's not an easy one. There's a lot of things. What is Black Leopards going to do? Are they going to play to attack, or are they going to play to defend? What is Baraka going to do? Are they going to play to attack or play to defend? So nobody knew what was going to happen. It was nerve-wracking. I think everyone who would come and say, now was at ease, I knew what was going to happen, was lying. All of us were uneasy about what was going to happen, and nobody really knew. I mean, look, I'll just let you guys to say what was going through the mind. What did you see? What is it that you want to say? Phasudi, I said I was going to give you the you can come in and talk, my brother.
Should I talk?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So from my side, man, I'm very excited that. Oh, okay. Thabiso.
Now go on. Go on.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. From my side, man, I'm very excited that we managed to win the league title for the 10th time, and of which in total it means we have 13 league titles in South Africa. It's the most exciting feeling, to be honest with you, because I never thought this season we were going to win the league title. I gave up. When we lost to Kaizer Chiefs, in October last year. That's when I gave up and I said, you know what, let me just prepare myself for next season because 2019 to 2020 season is over. But I didn't know that Coach Pito has other plans because even myself, I think just by looking at Coach Pito, I thought maybe he gave up a long time ago. He's just preparing the team for next season. He really surprised me. He's the best coach in the whole continent. If you wanna know the truth, I don't think there's anyone who comes closer to Coach Pito. He's full of surprises. He's definitely full of surprises. If you can go around asking Sundowns fans if they expected the team to win the league title this season, none of them will tell you that they expected the team to win it. But Coach Pito managed to surprise all of us and won it for us. And what makes me happy is that he didn't put our hopes too high by occupying position one spot earlier in the season or when we were left with 5 games. He just occupied that spot on the last 20 minutes of the season. The last 20 minutes of the season. And then that was it. I mean, like, that's unbelievable. There's no way I can be proud of a coach like that. There's no way. I'm super proud of that guy. You know, I don't know what to say. If I was not a man, I was gonna cry right now. You guys were gonna see my tears of joy. But I'm a man.
Men can
I
cry.
have cried.
Men can cry too.
No, I have cried. My pride wouldn't allow me to cry.
So let's hear you.
Yeah, no, it's serious.
You can't be crying here. Yeah. But anyway, congratulations to Sundowns. First thing first. Himself again that he knows what he's doing. The mind games, he showed us that, yeah, he's a genius, and we underestimated that from the beginning. But I just want to give it to Sundowns fans. They have been resilient. Let me keep first. Come in. Okay, so but beside that, I really want to give it to Sundowns. We let ourselves down from the players, from the technical team, from the coach. But it's been a great season so far. Baroka have proven themselves again that, you know, you shouldn't underestimate them. And
yeah,
we can't blame Chipezeze today. Chipezeze did not waste loads of time on the ground. He knows how to waste time, and he didn't waste it. Those boys wanted a win from us, and yeah. We were not in it for the winning, to be honest. After we scored the first goal, second half, I don't know what Chiefs did. They did not show any determination. They did not show any hunger, to be honest, for me. Because they could have done a lot better than that, you know. And yeah, Parker was there. There are 5 guys who were playing, who have won the league like 5 years back. And those guys were supposed to be the one who led the team or the young men to say, hey, this is how we did it and this is how you do it, you know. You were just supposed to keep that 1 goal or score 2 goals. That was it. We didn't have to stress ourselves even more. So, yeah, well done to Sundowns, and hopefully the next season is going to be a better season. But yeah, congratulations you guys, and yeah, I'm just going to politic after this.
All right, I see Mura's here. We'll come to you, Mura. Please be patient with us. I'm going to go to Nhlanhla, and I'm going to go to Sbahle. Look, Mahango. We spoke about Mahango. We criticized Mahango. Mahango got the goal. Shalulile got the goal. And they share the spoils. Last time I checked, unless I'm off in this in this information, but I know that they share the spoils in the top goal scorers of the season. Pirates finished off on a high. Your thoughts? I know you've been watching Pirates and you've been watching what's been going on between Sundowns and Chiefs, so you can have your say as well. So I'm gonna start with Sbahle, and then we'll go to Nhlanhla, and then I'm still seeing Goitsilwe and Mure. We're coming to you guys.
Okay, good hello everyone. Yeah, it's been a great season, if I may say. Yeah, Mhango did that, but then I was not happy when Shalulile scored, because I wanted him to like finish to be a top goal scorer, but then we move. Pirates managed to finish on the 3rd, which was my wish, or rather 4th position. But then we managed to finish on the. What I'm not sure about is am I happy or not happy because we are currently going to the African football? Because Pirates has been shaky and the news like surrounding saying that Zimbabwe is heading back to Germany and Kevin Hunt is coming to Pirates. I'm not sure if those news are like reliable, but then Zimbabwe is going and Kevin Hunt is coming to run the Pirates. But then we'll see. Sure. We'll see a campaign. We'll see during the week. We'll see what is going to happen. But then next season, I'm hoping for Pirates to maintain the standard side and be much champions for Africa Premier League. Well done to Mamelodi Sundowns. I know it wasn't like but the Kaizer Chiefs. Oh. Kaizer Chiefs ekugcineni siyenze yonke into efanele yenze. But then if I may say Uminidop, the coach of Kaizer Chiefs, lost it last week because with his reactions. Remember Zanjani during that game, he just went to the stands and he stood there for for minutes. Okusho ukuthi wayesevumile ukuthi ilike isihambile. Namhlanje it was just ukuthi usezogcwalisela
formality,
then we are happy. But nokunye I'm happy for Orlando Pirates and I'm happy for Sundowns. Well done.
Oh, football gods are not idiots, my daughter. Also, hey, okay. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm not sure if but I feel happy today. It's happiness from what Sundowns saved the country from, and it's happiness that analyzed Pirates, Gashe. And that German coach really saved Pirates. If you look at it, we weren't lucky in front of goal. But my defense, I'm very impressed. I'm very, very impressed. That defense is stable. They know how to close out games now. As I close out my game, because now we winning 1-0, 2-1, but it's good progress. So that I'm very excited about going into the next season. And okay, all right. Sorry, this is funny. Yeah, as I was saying, Pirates, I'm very optimistic. The CAF, that one, I personally wish we didn't go into it yet. Ngifuna sibe ne-focus eyodwa sibone ama-goals that we're getting to. Manje, there's going to be too many distractions with the CAF. We're going to be up and down, chopping and changing all these games. But anyway, let me be positive about it. I'll be very positive and hope for the best. Hey, win. And hope for the best. and hope for the best.
All right.
Sorry, Jen.
Let's move.
So yeah, Sundowns. I can't say much because they've done it all. Ngiyabonga mfethu uPitso ngathi ngamshayela iphathi mfethu akazi ukuthi ngenzeni.
You guys can sleep peacefully at night today.
Mfethu ngiyabonga kuSundowns.
Masubeke Mure. Wait, Mure, I spoke to Sedi. I spoke to Phasudi. And you said it. You were very brief in your video. You didn't say much. You said this time on Saturday, you will be saying La Decima loaded.
La Decima loaded. And it was beautiful, I was fuming the whole week that we let it go against Baroka. But now, to only lead on the last day and win it is very sweet. I don't know, man. Those guys led from the second round up to the very last round, and then we came, and then we just took it from them. But if you have to be human,
my brother, yes? winning it on the last 30 minutes.
On the last 30 minutes, yes.
The last 30 minutes
of the season.
That's the most.
To get our trophy.
That's the most beautiful thing, my brother. I always tell people that no one is more beautiful than my wife. But what happened today?
It's beautiful.
It's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. But if you have to be a football fan and if you have to be human, you have to feel for Kaizer Chiefs fans. Yeah. You really have to feel for Kaizer Chiefs fans.
We don't.
No, he's not having it.
I'm saying
he's not having it.
You know what?
No.
No.
They were disrespectful to us for the whole season. That 4-2.
We're going to drag them.
I've started.
Some of them were calling me at halftime. They called me at halftime and then they said whatever they were saying. And you know what? At some point, I wish for load shedding. When Nascimento missed his first ever penalty in Sundowns colours, when we're hitting the posts and things were just not happening. But somehow it happened. And for me, this is about this is a dressing room thing. Coach Ernst Middendorp has proven once again that he does not know how to win major trophies. Winning major trophies. One thing that Coach Middendorp did, he lost against Wits University. He cut a dejected figure. What does that say? It says that, we have given up, it's over. You still have, how many games did you still have? 2? Was it 2 or just 1? I think it was 2 or just 1. Oh, it was just 1. But, you don't do that as a coach. Because as a coach, you need to somehow believe. You need to somehow, I'm sure even Peach at some point thought it was gone. But he will say that it's gone, but he will rally behind the players, Against Baroka, Peter was frustrated. But what did he do? He didn't want to show a frustrated figure. He deflected. He focused on the negatives which were being said by the Baroka players, so that everyone now will start writing about that incident instead of writing about Madisha's performance, instead of writing about how Sundowns bottled, And Peter always does this. And a lot of people criticize him because they don't understand. But one thing about Peter is that when things are hectic, he will take the attention to himself so that, when last did you see an article criticizing the performance of a Sundowns player? It is very rare because Peter will have done something that will make everyone talk about Peter.
He protects his players.
Players will be protected, Lebogang Mabowe, we've been on his case all season, and it's our job as fans to be on his case.
Sure.
But with a coach who protects his players, he protected him, and on the last day, he delivered. I can tell you now, if Mabowe was coached by a coach like Middendorp, he wouldn't have scored the hat-trick today.
Let's touch on the last day, because look, we know what happened at the Bidvest Stadium, and in this case, we can say the tactic was totally wrong. They should have done more. But now with Sundowns, we as fans, I think we spoke about we spoke about the previous game, that Sundowns was supposed to go guns blazing. And it wasn't the case, but they won the game. Where you were like, okay, we're taking it to the last day. And you're like, again, 5 goals, it's a big ask, but as supporters, you still have hope. You're like, listen, we need to have a go at this. We can't be building up slow. From the first whistle, what you want to see is Sundowns looking to score immediately. And that's Sundowns. I mean, I can't remember a game where Sundowns had 30 shots at goal. How many? I counted about 6 us hitting the crossbar. And I'm thinking, I give to Honalbuloi or what's going on in the stadium? Why is the ball not going into the back of the net?
I think if you saw my tweet, if you saw my tweet,
scoring penalties, all of a sudden he's missing penalties. What is going on? But the fight was still there. Mabowe, a fighter. Zwane was a fighter. Yeah. One thing you can see, normally Zwane 50-50 chance, he tends to pull away his leg, doesn't want to get injured or anything. But today, he put in his leg in there. Mabowe was fighting with everyone. Nkuma was fighting. Kekana was fighting. Kotia, I don't know. I'm starting to enjoy him in that number 6 role. You had Madisha, who I'm thinking, Madisha's young, but he's behaving like an experienced defender. The way he was pushing downs. And I'm like, what?
And protect him. You gotta blame him. You gotta blame it on the field that he was playing on, because if you saw,
could have scored a hat trick as well today.
Yeah, there was this.
Kevin was asking, about the games against Kaizer Chiefs, us saying that we should have gone for broke. I still stand by those sentiments, because honestly speaking, if we were competing against a well-coached team,
we would have lost.
Those goals we will have regretted.
Yes.
Coach Middendorp is just, I don't know. I think I don't understand him. First of all, I mentioned it, I don't know if it was on this forum, that when the chips are down, Middendorp, from the first time I saw him, was it in 2005? I remember there was a time where Shoes Moshe missed a sitter. And then Middendorp went in the post-match interview, he said that he doesn't know what an experienced player was doing. And that is not the kind of coach who knows how to motivate the team and things like that. So I still stand by the fact that, we should have humiliated Chiefs when we played them. We should have beaten Baroka. But having said all of that, it is very sweet the way it happened. It's so sweet that they led throughout, a lot of them were talking, and I know Quiet is here, and is she gone?
Yeah, you can understand. It's painful.
Where are the other ones?
Yeah, but
where are the other ones?
But also, man, I'm extremely
Where's
disappointed.
Listen Up, Percy?
I'm extremely disappointed with SuperSport analysts, because I was watching their post-match previews.
It felt gloomy, ne?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like what an end to a season, happiness. I think even
so what they were doing is that what they were doing, instead of praising Sundowns for winning the league title and praising Baroga FC for holding Kaizer Chiefs to a 1-1 draw, they're busy, saying what Kaizer Chiefs could have done for them to win the league.
But that's not our issue anymore. It wasn't necessary, because we also think maybe they put bets on Betway and now they're ruining.
Yeah.
That they've lost their mind.
Yeah.
Well, let's give Goitsilwe a chance, because Goitsilwe Vets supporter. We know the last dance. Vets. One thing I can say, Kevin Hunt and the players, before the league resumed, we were unsure if Vets was going to give it their all. We were unsure if they're going to give Chiefs trouble, or if they're going to... Vets showed up. It was definitely their last dance. They played like a team that is not sold. Kevin Hunt, his tactics were spot on. Today, a good ending to a good story. You guys won. You relegated Polokwane City. Very professional side. Goitsilwe, your thoughts, my guy. I know you had your other predictions. I'm not going to name them, but say what you want to say, my brother.
Hi guys, I want to say hi. Sorry to my sister Lady Q for the loss. Good luck, Sundowns, and goodbye PSL. The clever boys is gone. There's no more clever boys in the PSL. Kaizer Chiefs basically lost the league on Wednesday, because Chipa also held them 1-1, but the referee played his role there. And then it happened again today, 1-1. And basically, Chiefs lost the league midweek. And then, But the Sundowns also has to think of COVID-19, because it has affected a lot of people and the teams as well.
Can I step in
And
there?
the pace at
Can I
which
step
Chiefs
in?
was running on.
I
Can I step in?
disagree.
Before-
I disagree.
Can I step in?
No.
Can I just step in? I have few ways.
Step
Okay.
out.
You'll come in when he finishes. You'll come in when he
Can you
finishes.
step out?
Okay, sure.
Can you step out? Yes. We Sundowns have to say thank you COVID-19 because Chiefs the way it was playing before the lockdowns. Liverpool the way it was playing before the lockdowns. You can see that it has been affected a little bit because after the lockdowns, all the teams were not playing their normal football. And I don't think Chiefs Suns could have caught Kaizer Chiefs if it wasn't the lockdowns. Yeah, Pietro has been always saying Chiefs has got the best to worry about because they got the 2 home and away games against West. And it's true, West did play the role in giving Sundowns the trophy because they took 4 points from Kaizer Chiefs. So, if coach like Murendeni, Chiefs was not going to win any trophy, especially the long marathon like a league. After they lost the Telkom, then I knew that Chiefs will never win any league. But at least they were about to surprise me to take this one. COVID-19 came in and then it disrupted everything, and then the Sundowns came back and when you can say no, Pietro is the best coach in Africa. Yes, he's the best coach in South Africa, not Africa. In other leagues, teams are taking leagues 7 times in a row with same or different coaches, but one team taking the league seven times in a row. Anyway,
We will forgive you because your team no longer exists in the league.
Anyway,
You know,
Vets did well. They ended well. They are 52 points for Orlando Pirates. They are both in the number 3. So my wish is for Chiefs to win the league so that the fans can at least be happy again. Captain must just go to Kaizer Chiefs with all his players, and then the Chiefs will win the league again, guys. That's all I can.
Goitsilwe, can I say something to you, my brother?
Free roll, you can go.
I know, you know what? Vet is gone, so there's no need to pretend to be a fan of another team. Go back to your Kaizer Chiefs and support your Kaizer Chiefs. We will forgive you. Go back to your Kaizer Chiefs. And secondly, on the issue of COVID, if you were watching the games pre-COVID, and if you check, I mean, a lot of people, you know, everyone could see that Sundowns' form was disrupted by COVID. You know, if I'm of the opinion that if it wasn't for COVID, it wouldn't have gone to the wire. It would have been done. It would have been done. I don't think Sundowns will have lost because, first of all, what COVID did to Sundowns is that Sundowns got the road deal. Sundowns prefer a wider pitch. We play carpet football. It took us to a narrow pitch in Dobsonville, a pitch where Sundowns was losing home games in Dobsonville because the pitch is not conducive for Mamelodi Sundowns. So if it wasn't for COVID, Sundowns would have continued to play at Loftus or Lucas Moripe in conditions that are favorable to us. And if you remember very well, after the loss to Al Ahly in the CAF Champions League, Sundowns was starting to click before COVID. You know, Sundowns after Feb, March, April, May, that's where Sundowns really picks up. So for me, I'm of the opinion that COVID disrupted Sundowns more than it did Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah,
But I also think it gave us a much needed break.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, true. And if you come to think about it,
but
I mean, signs were there in the last pre-COVID, obviously pre-COVID, in the last 5 games that Kaizer Chiefs played. Signs were there that those Kaizer Chiefs players were dropping form, and Mamelodi Sundowns was picking up. You know, so signs were there. I think in their last 3 games pre-COVID, they only won 1 against Pirates and then lost 2. And even the way that they beat Pirates, you could just see that was no longer the same like Kaizer Chiefs that beat Mamelodi Sundowns in October. You know, teams have already figured them out as to how they play and all that. So Sundowns was going to wrap this thing in the last 3 games of the league. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for COVID.
That study was performed during the COVID. They studied Chiefs when there was COVID because we were watching the previous games. You know what I'm saying?
No.
The study was conducted.
No, he's talking about losses before COVID. He's not talking about losses after COVID.
Yeah.
So let's say this.
And also Dobsonville. Which team was using Dobsonville as a home ground before COVID?
Nothing.
No, not team in the PCL.
Yeah, not PSL team. Yeah.
So you cannot talk about Dobsonville now because every team was playing at Sundowns at Dobsonville, and the pitch was affecting each and every team that is playing Sundowns.
No, look.
I think what Murendeni is trying to say is that in the last 5 games of the league this season, Pizzo had to sit down with the players and go through that pitch and start analyzing that pitch and teach the players different tactics as to how they must play inside that pitch. It's not an easy thing.
Yeah,
it takes the best coaches in the world.
I'll say this now, Goitsilwe. I think as a neutral as well. Look, every team has a way of playing, and we know Sundowns plays carpet football, and you can see the way. There's a classic example of a situation where Serino was passed the ball, and just when it got to his feet, it then bumped. So it's those kind of. Whereas if you look at, let's say, the Chiefs style of play, where they're more direct. So that kind of pitch wouldn't really play that much into that sort of thing. But look, like you say, everybody who got the stadium, but it was a case of who was lucky and who was not.